Hello everyone, this is Husker Eurocat welcoming you back to the New York Jets franchise on Madden 20 for the PC. The Jets are back home to face the Miami Dolphins in a division rivalry game. The Dolphins are tied with the Jets at the top of the AFC East and have lost their last two games against the Panthers and Saints. They're ready for a win. And an upset on the Jets' home turf would be a great start for them to get back to a winning streak instead of 3 losses in a row. The pass defense will be tested yet again because despite those losses, Miami has the number 3 passing offense in the league. Containing the run shouldn't be an issue since the Fins at number 31 in the NFL aren't establishing much of a running effort. That matchup may be a wash, so everyone's focus will be to see if the Jets' offense can move the ball on a Miami defense that seems to be about in the middle of the pack. During this last week, these Jets and Dolphins have made a trade. Dante Burnett and 2 fifth-round draft choices went to the Dolphins in exchange for strong safety Obi Melifonwu. The Jets hope that with the addition of his experience, they might be able to overcome the loss of Jamal Adams. This game should be interesting, especially seeing that Melifonwu is being activated for this game and not being given a little time to learn the Jets' defensive scheme a bit better. Personally, I look for the running game to be a big part of the Jets' attack. This should be a good matchup, so let's find out as the Jets battle the Dolphins here on the Football Freaks Sports Network. The Dolphins receive the opening kickoff and have the ball at the 26-yard line. Rosen in the shotgun, drops back to pass. There is a flag on the play, and Rosen goes down anyway. The penalty is holding on Laramie Tunsil, and that is declined. 2nd and 24. The pass is good over the middle. Mike Gesicki makes the catch, and he's tackled at the 18. The throw wide open is Kenny Stills. He's down the sideline all the way into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. An 82-yard pass play. Stills completely turns Trumaine Johnson around, and Marcus May dives after him but misses, and he's into the end zone for the first score of the afternoon. 7-0 Miami. Darnold back to pass over the middle and complete to Chris Herndon. First down, Jets. Darnold is sacked this time, taken down by Marvin Blades. 3rd and 13. Darnold back to pass, throws long and complete to John Ross. Tackled at the 36 of the Fins, and it's first down, Jets. McFarland runs right, has the first down and a lot more. Jukes and is down to the 13-yard line. Finally tackled by Anthony Brown. A 21-yard gain. Now on 3rd and 10, Darnold to the end zone, almost intercepted in the end zone. And that brings out Daniel Carlson for a 29-yard field goal, up and good. It is 7-3. Now after a Miami 3 and out, Darnold again drops back, completes it to Chris Herndon, has lots of room and is into Dolphin territory at the 41-yard line. A 26-yard pickup by the big tight end. And Bell gets room up the middle and is tackled for an 11-yard gain down to the 30-yard line. First down, Jets. Darnold back to pass, throws over the middle, complete to John Ross. He's down to the 10-yard line and gives the Jets another set of fresh downs. Darnold hands off to McFarland, and he's down to the 5 for a 5-yard pickup. Bell powers his way up the middle, and there is a flag holding on the offense. And Kaysen Shropshire is the guilty party. That puts the ball out at the 14, and it's complete to John Ross at the 8-yard line. 3rd and 8 now. Darnold throws, and it's complete to Crowder, tackled just shy of getting in the end zone for the touchdown. Xavier Howard on the stop, and Darnold takes it in himself on the quarterback sneak. Touchdown, New York. Darnold taking it through the gap in the defense and into the end zone, and that gives the Jets the lead in the football game, 10-7 now. Rosen and company need to come back in this. The handoff goes to James White. Up the middle, has the first down, out to the 41-yard line. 3rd and 11 now. The pass is long and intercepted. Brian Poole has it for the Jets. His 3rd interception of the season. And that gives the Jets the football in a fairly good position, starting out at their own 35. Bell in the backfield, and he gets the ball, goes left, up the numbers, and he has a 9-yard gain, looks like, and that will bring us to the end of the first quarter with the Jets on top in this one, 10-7. Now 3rd and 5. Darnold back to pass, throws over the middle, and nobody is home. That gives the ball back to the Dolphins. Rosen gives to White. A short gain up the middle. Now 3rd and 8. Rosen back to pass, throws long, and it's intercepted. Marcus May into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Rosen trying to throw it deep to Zay Jones, and waiting there, perfect pass to Marcus May is made, and hit is Jet football at the 48. Darnold back to pass, throws the screen pass to Bell. He's out in the open. 15, 10, 5, touchdown Jets. And that, I'm thinking, folks, is the best screenplay that the Jets have had all season long. And as far as I can remember, probably the best screen pass that they've had in this series. 4th and 14, away goes the punt after a Dolphin 3 and out, and Henderson makes the grab and makes a lot of jukes there and out to the 43-yard line. A 17 yards per return now on the day for him, and he is just one cut or possibly two away from cutting it all the way into the end zone. McFarland gets the first down to the 28-yard line. Now with 29 yards on the day. Bell takes the handoff on 2nd and 10 and is stopped at the 24. 3rd and 6. Darnold throws across the middle, and it bounces off the helmet of Chris Herndon, and he is not sure how that happened. 4th and 6. Carlson comes on for the field goal and is blocked. K'Wan Archer hustles around the left side of the line of scrimmage and puts an end to that scoring threat by the Jets. Rosen brings his team to the line of scrimmage at the 30-yard line. Passes to Gesicki and forced out of bounds by Johnson at the 39. 2nd and 1. And Rosen is dumped in the backfield. Duke Riley getting to him back at the 31. 3rd and 9 now. Back to pass. Rosen goes over the middle, and it is broken up by Brian Poole. So they have to kick it back, and the Jets are unable to do anything with it. White goes up the middle for just a couple. 2nd and 7. And that one is intercepted by Blake Cashman. Oh, he could go all the way, and does, into the end zone, a 40-yard pick six. That one intended, I believe, for Gesicki. And the timing was just off. And Cashman takes it back to the house. 1st and 10 now. And Stills has the first down out to the 38-yard line. White gets the handoff up the middle. He takes it to the 43-yard line for a 4-yard gain. 3rd and 6. And that one is broken up by Melifonwu, which gives the ball back to the Jets. From the 29-yard line, Darnold back to pass, throws the screen, and that is sniffed out by the Dolphins. Matthias Farley making the stop 4 yards deep in backfield. And Chris Herndon out to the 47-yard line with the 29-yard reception that gives the Jets a first down. Darnold is sacked. It's Blades again back at the 46-yard line, now 2nd and 18. Darnold back to pass, throws over the middle, and he has Jamison Crowder for a first down to the 33 of the Dolphins. That brings us to the 2-minute warning with your score 24-7 in favor of the Jets. Darnold now throws deep into the end zone, and it's almost intercepted by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Again, Darnold over the middle, incomplete to John Ross to the 14-yard line. That definitely puts the Jets in scoring range again. Now with 50 seconds left, the pass goes to Herndon on the left side, and he gets just a couple. 3rd and 7 now. Darnold throwing to the end zone and out the back of the end zone. That brings on Daniel Carlson. And the kick is blocked. What? It's picked up by left end Muhammad Wilkerson. He had a 5-yard. Look at him struggling to get in the end zone, and does it. Daniel Carlson tried to catch him, but couldn't do it. Tavecchio misses the extra point, so here at halftime, it is the Jets 24 and the Dolphins 13. It would appear that the Jets are in control of this game. The Dolphin pass offense just doesn't seem to be holding up under the pressure from the persistent defense of the Jets at this point in the game anyway. To get some feel for any adjustments that may be made here at the break, let's go to Eurocat, baby, and see what the coaches have in store.
Well, Husker, both camps have good and bad to say about this first half of play. Coach Bay for the Dolphins is concerned on two fronts. They need to make some adjustments in the blocking scheme to give Josh Rosen a little more time in the pocket. He felt that if he can give Josh just a bit more time, he could make some better throws and avoid the interceptions that have plagued this game thus far. The other is in the defense. While he is concerned that they need to get a little more pressure on Sam Darnold and force him to make some bad throws, he's really concerned that the loss of Obi Melifonwu in the strong safety slot is having a really negative impact in the deep passing defense. He hopes to make some assignment adjustments for the second half. For Coach Dale and the Jets, he's fairly pleased with the performance of the defense without Jamal Adams. He said, Obi has a lot to do to come up to speed on this defense, but it would appear that he's doing a capable job at this point. What he's really been impressed with and says needs to continue as the game progresses is Darnold's interception-free play. He said with special teams giving up that embarrassing touchdown, Sam has had to play a clean second half in order to avoid letting Miami back in this game.
Thank you for that report, and I definitely have to agree that Darnold, although he's playing a really good first half, has to continue that through the rest of the game. To find out if that happens, stay with us because we'll be right back with the second half. Welcome back, everyone, to MetLife Stadium and second half coverage of our game between the Jets and the Dolphins. Neither team has really asserted themselves with the running game, and maybe that's going to change in the second half. All we can do is hope, because it's been passing thus far in this game. The Jets have the first possession of the second half, and from the 26-yard line, Darnold fakes the handoff and goes over the middle, play action to the 41-yard line, complete to Chris Herndon. Bell, the deep back, on 1st and 10. Darnold with another play-action pass and completes it out to John Ross, out of bounds at the 44. Bell with the pitch back, has a first down, jukes past Jason Kabinda and makes it all the way to the 26. Now, after a couple of penalty plays, the completion is made to John Ross at the 18. 3rd and 3 now, and Bell makes the first down up the middle. From the 15-yard line, a spin move and into the end zone. Bell goes the distance. Now in the zone after a 15-yard touchdown run. He widens the gap in this football game, 31-13. Can Josh Rosen bring the Finns back in this one? In their own 25, James White gets tackled, gang tackled in the backfield by the Jets. The pass goes out and, a flag, defensive pass interference on Obi Melifonwu. Trying to get the better in that matchup. He failed on that play. Zay Jones with the underneath completion on 2nd and 8. Rosen can't find a receiver on 3rd and 2, and that gives the Jets back the football. From the 24-yard line, Darnold drops back. He's headed right and completes it out to James Crowder, out of bounds at the 43-yard line, giving the Jets another set of fresh downs. Darnold gets sacked yet again by Marvin Blades. He's really proving to be a thorn in the Jets' side. And that brings us to the end of the third quarter, 31-13. Darnold now back to pass. Can't find anybody open, and he takes off to run up the numbers, and does he get hit at the 46, 3rd and 7. Crowder tries to bring it in and can't do it in traffic. That gives the ball back to the Dolphins from their own 21-yard line, complete over the middle. Zay Jones making the catch at the 27. 2nd and 4, James White has the first down out to the 32. Back to pass. Throwing along the sideline, complete. Devontae Parker making his first reception of the football game. Back to pass again, and it is to Gesicki, his 3rd reception on the day, and he is down to the 18 for the Dolphins. Met in the backfield is James White. Jordan Jenkins making the stop. Up the middle goes Kenyon Drake, and he's to the 12-yard line before he's stopped. DeVecchio comes on for a 29-yarder, and he puts it through. So the score is now 31-16. After a Jet 3 and out, Rosen back to pass, completes it over the middle to Kenny Stills for a 4-yard gain. James White out of the backfield catches this one for the first down out to the 45. Rosen out of the shotgun, throws complete. Zay Jones catches that one right in front of Brian Poole. 3rd and 7. The catch. Oh, Devontae Parker with the nab down to the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, Miami, and Kenyon Drake jumps into the end zone. First rushing touchdown of the day for him. And the score is now 31-23. If you take a look at the replay of that, he is just completely untouched into the end zone. Absolutely perfect blocking on that play. So the Jets want to hold on to this ball with over 5 minutes left in the game. Bell with the first down carry, good for 4 yards, and Derek Barnett was injured and is on the sideline, looks to be okay. But back on the field, the pass bounces off the helmet of Anthony Brown, almost intercepted. That gives the ball back to the Dolphins. James White on the draw play, takes it out to the 44. 2nd and 10, over the middle, and it's intercepted. Tremaine Johnson has one man to beat, and he is in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. He read that one all the way, folks. A pass intended for Kenny Stills and taken all the way back to the house. The 2nd pick 6 of the afternoon. Almost intercepted again. Brandon Bryant just couldn't hang on to it. Over the middle and complete to Kenny Stills out to the 48-yard line. A 26-yard connection. Pass is complete out to White at the 44-yard line, bringing us to the 2-minute warning with the Jets up by 15 points. And that one knocked down by Johnson. That brings up 4th and 2. And I would only assume that the Dolphins would have to go for it, and they do. A play action pass, a flag on the play, out of bounds. Doesn't matter because the flag comes in, a holding call against Laramie Tunzel, and that brings us to the end of the football game. The Jets have successfully bounced back against the Dolphins 38-23 and knocked them out of the lead for the top spot in the AFC East. With the Jet offense moving the ball but not putting points on the board like in the first half, it was up to the defense to step it up a notch. A late pick 6 by Tremaine Johnson put a halt to a Miami comeback threat, while Josh Rosen had a brief window of brilliance in that comeback effort. The defense of the Jets proved to be just a bit too much to handle. Although Darnold only completed a little over half his passes, he had the first 100-plus passer rating game since Week 2 against the Panthers. Having the benefit of not throwing to the other team tends to have that effect, so let's hope that continues. Bell almost reached the century mark, which holds him in the second spot for rushing yards. He's only 34 yards behind rushing leader Ezekiel Elliott, so maybe next week will be the game. John Ross III is having a real positive impact on the passing game of the Jets, and this 100-plus yard game has propelled him into the second spot for the top receiving yards behind leader DJ Moore from Carolina. With the way he's playing, I wouldn't be surprised if he's still at the top come the end of the season. The defense rose to the challenge today and overwhelmed the Dolphin passing attack. Both Jermaine Johnson and Blake Cashman enjoyed pick sixes, and although he did get burned once by Devontae Parker, Obi Melifonwu proved to be an asset in the secondary with the speed to stop another scoring threat from behind. I was pleasantly surprised by the play of the pass defense, and I think that pressure from the guys up front helped as Rosen was pressured into some very questionable throws. An impressive win at home spurs on some player upgrades this week. A welcomed upgrade for left tackle Jack Willig, and obviously pass protector is the choice for him, in which he gets a boost in strength as well as awareness to go along with the blocking upgrade. Superstar Quinnen Williams gets a power rusher upgrade with boosts to his tackle, hit power, and power moves attributes. Return specialist Quadre Henderson gets a deep threat upgrade with some nice attribute boosts, and I'm sure the goal with him is just, besides speed, getting upgraded enough to join the ranks of the receiving crew, because he's not much of a threat in that spot. Well, right now anyway. And our last upgrade of the week is to cornerback Bleshawn Austin getting a slot upgrade. He too has a ways to go to be a candidate for starter, but he's a solid backup at this point. Making a recovery and return to the active roster for next week's game is C.J. Mosley. We need to see if he's going to perform any better than rising star Blake Cashman in the middle of the field, and hopefully he can bounce back well from his injury. He'll get a shot at proving he can perform as the Jets travel to Orchard Park to take on another division rival. The Buffalo Bills are the next target, and Josh Allen has had a nominal improvement coming into this season. His weakness is his awareness, and should be something that the Jets need to expose through the course of the game. He has decent talent in the skill positions such as Derrick Henry and Tyreek Hill leading the way, but a rookie left tackle and a fairly weak O-line may be something that can be exploited by the Jet defense. The defense, however, on paper anyway, seems to be better than average, with a front seven led by Shaq Thompson and Ed Oliver that may make a rushing attack fairly difficult. Couple that with a secondary that has pretty much remained unchanged from a season ago, and it gave the Jet passing game serious problems last year. You have a serious challenge for the Jets to overcome. An added incentive to do well is that Ja'Kai Polite needs to have a pretty good performance to get a boost to superstar development. We should be able to get him that upgrade, but I would venture to say that he's going to need a little help from his teammates to get the job done. Well, that's going to do it here from MetLife Stadium and bring this episode of the New York Jets franchise here on the Football Freak Sports Network to a close. Once again, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and remember to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications of new videos as they come out. New York did an awesome job of bouncing back with a win against division rival Miami. Can they prove as successful against another division rival when they descend upon New Era Field to face Buffalo for the first time this season? Darnold had an interception-free game this week and should be out to prove that he can do it again against the Bills. Bell is still in the second spot for rushing yards, and with a stiff front seven in Buffalo, will need to have an outstanding effort to have a good performance. Can the Jets have the game that will get them yet another win? To find out, be with us in Buffalo, and until then, for Eurocat Baby and the rest of the crew here, this is Husker Eurocat saying so long for now, and have a good day, everyone.